we have come a long way. The BBI process has been with us for the last 3 years. And we would like it to end on a positive note. That is what is important. We have been jolted. Kenya has been jolted by the ruling of the courts. But I want to say what Munya said, what Eugene said, what Mutahi Kagwe said, and others. All is not lost. All is not lost. We have not hit a dead end. In my view, you can take a two-pronged approach. The first one, which is the legal one that he has mentioned, go through the appeal process and through the courts dismantle the arguments that were presented in the lower court. And you have said that you have a team of lawyers that are pursuing that. But my word is a word of caution that time is not on our side. Time is not on our side. There are constitutional deadlines which also have to be observed. And the process in court will have its own life. When the appeal is made, it has its own life. We don't know whether they'll finish within 1 month, whether they'll finish within 2 months, whether the appeal will end at the appeals court, or somebody will want to push it further to the Supreme Court. And all that will be eating into the constitutional timelines for us to achieve what we set out to achieve. The second could be Parliament to help us very quickly through an IPPG process, which they can achieve some of the amendments and yet be able to defeat some of those constitutional guidelines. Because, as I said, when the court process starts, you don't know how long it might take. So should we be hamstrung? Should we be hamstrung and just wait for one process? Or can we start talking as parliamentarians? And I could see the way you voted, both in the National Assembly and in the Senate. You could also come to terms with some issues that you can fast track through a parliamentary initiative so that all is not lost, just in case the legal process takes much longer than we may be anticipating. That, to me, is the advice I would give to the Kenyan people, that we can do it, we can talk, and we can find a resolution on some of these issues very quickly, and Parliament can do it. After all, 235 voted. That is clear that if you had, it's more than 2/3. That means if you have an issue, or you have some issues that can be dealt with to amend the Constitution, you have the numbers. Those numbers don't lie. There are 235, way above the 2/3. In the Senate, 52 voted. I think that came to about 80% of the Senate threshold. So all is not lost. Let us look for the silver lining. Let us look for the silver lining. Let us not be discouraged. Let us soldier on. Because the content of the BBI definitely had some very good things. The 5% ward fund, the 35% to the counties, the CDF being entrenched in the Constitution. I'm sure there are some issues, if we look at critically, you can carry through while this other battle is going on. That is my only wish. To me, the BBI set out most fundamentally to put in process equity and healing in the country. Healing from corrosive politics that have gotten lives lost. Equity, to make sure that areas that were not getting what is their rightful share can also now be compensated and they can get their rightful share.